Hi, welcome to this section on algebra word problems, solving a word problem, question 6. Mohammed spends 80 hours a week creating TikTok content to film. The content is split into 3 topics: movie reviews, dance trends, and drawing art. The movie review can take 2 hours of planning to complete the filming each. The dance trends and the drawing art each take 1 hour of planning to complete the filming each. He has created 3 times as more content for dance trends than for drawing art. So if he made 2 drawing art videos, then he made 3 times as more, so he would have made 6 videos for dance trends, as an example. And he's created 70 videos in the week, so Mohammed's been busy. How many movie reviews content did he make in the week? So we want to find the number of videos for TikTok that he made for movie reviews. All right, there's a lot of information to unpack here. So we've read the full word problem, and the final part of the problem asks us to find the number of movie review content that he makes. So the number of videos that he makes on movie reviews. Let us assign the variables as follow. So we'll call the number of movie review content that he makes X. That's what we're looking for. The number of dance trend videos that he makes, let's call that Y. And the number of art videos that he makes, let's call that Z. Using this information and the variables we've set up, we can now create some more variables. We know that each movie review takes 2 hours of planning. So if he makes X amounts of those movie reviews and they each take 2 hours, then the total time to create all the film content will be 2x. So the total time to create all of the movie review content, so all movie review content is 2x. That's the total time it takes. The total time for all the dance trend content will be how long? Well, it takes 1 hour per film, and there are Y films in total for dance trend, so it's 1 amount of Y, or just Y. And lastly, all the art videos each take 1 hour, and there are Z amounts of them, so 1Z, or just Z. So we know that Mohammed dedicates 80 hours to filming all 3 types of content. Right, we know it takes him 2x hours in total to create all the movie reviews. It takes 1 Y, so just Y amount of hours to make all the dance trend videos. And it takes him Z amounts of hours to create all the art videos. So in total, we have 2x plus 1y plus z. That is the number of hours per topic, and that is 80 hours in the week that he dedicates towards each. So this 2x is the one that we are looking for. That is the movie reviews. The y was the dance trends, and z was the drawing art content. Altogether in the week, that takes 80 hours. Next, we know that he creates 70 videos in total. We said that X was the number of videos he makes for movie reviews, Y was the number of videos he makes for dance trends, and Z was the number of videos he makes for drawing art. So adding them all together, that gives us 70 videos that he makes in a week. That's equation 2. Right, setting up these equations are generally the most difficult part about word problems, and it does come with a lot of practice. All right. Lastly, we know that he spends 3 times as more time on dance trends than he does on drawing art. So, or 3 times more videos than he does on dance trends. So Y was the dance trends, and that is equal to 3 times the amount of the videos he makes for drawing art. And that is our third equation. All right. We can work from equation 3 upwards to eventually solve for all 3 variables. So let's do this. All right, so I'm going to first substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So let's see what happens. All right, so let us substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So wherever there's a y, I'm going to replace it with 3z. So in equation 2, I have x plus y, but I'm going to replace it with 3z now, plus z equals 70. This translates to you have 3 amounts of z plus 1 amount of z, so you have x plus 4z equals 70. Now what am I going to do here? I'm actually going to isolate x by itself so that I can write x with reference to z only. So let's do that. So I subtract 4z on both sides. So I have x equals 70 minus 4z. Let's call this equation 4. So why did I do that? Well, I can now substitute this equation 4 into equation 1. And let's see what happens. So you see I'm using each previous equation to substitute into the next one. So let's do that. So let's substitute equation 4 into equation 1. So 2 times x, well, I'm going to replace the x with what I have here in equation 4. So 70 minus 4z plus y. But we know what y is now in terms of z. It's given by equation 3 here. So I'm going to, instead of say y, I'm going to say 3z. And then plus z. So I'm taking it from this equation 1 here. Now can you see I have everything written in terms of z. So it's a linear equation in z, and we can now solve for z. So let's expand into the brackets. 2 times 70 is 140. 2 times negative 4z is negative 8z. 3z plus 1z is plus 4z. And that's equal to 80. Cleaning up the left-hand side, 140. Negative 8z plus 4z leaves you with negative 4z left over, equals 80. And now you want to solve for z. So I'm going to add 4z to both sides to get rid of the negative 4z. That's going to give me 140 equals 80 plus 4z. Now I'm going to subtract the 80 on both sides and therefore get 4z is equal to 140 minus 80 is 60. And then to get rid of the 4 being multiplied, I divide both sides by 4, which therefore implies that z must equal 60 divided by 4 is 15. So we have z equals 15. But let's remind ourselves, what is z? Z is the number of drawing art videos that Muhammad makes in a week. We are looking for the number of movie reviews that he makes in a week. So z is 15. How can I work now to find x and y? Well, I know I can solve y. Y is equal to 3z from equation 3. So therefore y is equal to 3 times z, which is 3 times 15, and that's 45. So y is equal to 45 videos. So Muhammad makes 45 of the videos in terms of dance trends. All right. And lastly, to solve for x, I can use equation 4 here. Right? So therefore, x is equal to 70 minus 4 times z, which was 15. And if you put that into your calculator, you will get 10. So therefore, x equals 10. X was the number of movie reviews content that Muhammad makes, and that is what we were looking for. All right. So in conclusion, Muhammad creates 10 movie reviews content each week. All right. This was quite a difficult one. So unpack it slowly, go through each equation and see that it makes sense. And if we substitute all 3 values here back into all 3 equations, we will see that our solution is correct. All right. I'll see you in the next one.